music of The Who. Florida 7-0, 5:10 to go, a 34-yard punt return.
This would be a good time for Florida to use one of those wide receivers who played quarterback in high school, a little flea flicker. You know Tennessee is going to be very aggressive here.
Two men to the left, one right. Play fake to Harvin. Here's Leak. Going to Harvin, double coverage. Wade playing center field, makes the interception and is knocked down as he crosses the 50 to the 48. A very poor decision by Chris Leak.
Yeah, everything on first down especially. You've got everything going your way. You got one-on-one coverage and you throw clear across the field, and quarterback Jonathan Wade, number 4, the corner, has got his guy man-to-man, and he reads this very, very slow. Both quarterbacks have let the ball hang one time. Here's Wade right here. Watch the coverage on the bottom of the screen. Little play-action pass, a roll, and then one-on-one to the top of the screen, comes back and throws one of those lob passes. It was not man coverage. Wade's to the outside, just reading the quarterback, and both quarterbacks have given the other team a cheap INT.
Tennessee, first time across midfield. They trail by 7. Here's Ainge, who is not off to an auspicious start. He hands it off, broken tackle. Hardesty bounces it right. Brian Crum, number 13, is up to make the tackle at the 45-yard line.
Maybe they should have let the wide receiver throw it like I was calling on that line.
Well, you had Harvin involved in the play.
It was a little bit of a trick play, but they caught Tennessee in a zone defense that time, so it worked. You know, that time, Jarvis Moss, number 94, did the one thing you can't do as a tackler. We talked about tackling in the open field with these athletes. He tried to block the ball carrier. You must wrap it up. Bring your hands when you tackle.
Second down and 6, gain of 4 on the last. 7-0. Turnover is now even. Ainge chased. Marcus Thomas, number 44. The pass complete. It's Robert Meacham. Meacham, who had those 2 huge receptions against California for touchdowns, makes that one good for 24.
Well, I'll tell you, pressure right up the middle. You've got a defense. Greg Madison, defensive line coach, watch right up the gut here. He's going to get pressure to start out. Ainge makes a miss. You can see it right up the middle. It was Marcus Thomas, forced it out wide, and then a missed tackle by Reggie Lewis, and turns a potential sack into a 24-yard gain. Another missed tackle for the Florida defense.
Robert Meacham already with 14 catches in this young season. Here's a play fake. Ainge flips it left side. Meacham again, and he steps out of bounds. Offensive coordinator Randy Sanders resigned from that spot last year. David Cutcliffe, on this staff for so long, was the offensive coordinator back in the 90s, became the head coach at Ole Miss. Fired, triple bypass surgery.
Yeah, he's been through it. Worked for Charlie Weiss. He's done everything that's hard already. I tell you what, he's coached Heath Schuler, Peyton Manning, Eli Manning. He's got another good one right here, and he's not letting an interception bother his play calling right now.
Second down. Ainge trips.
And got stepped on. Offensive line was pushed back just a little bit that time, and he got stepped on. Little pressure inside. Quarterback does not get enough distance. Leaves his left foot behind, and his own center steps on him that play, so you get a negative play, another self-inflicted wound. So instead of third or in a 1 or third and short, it's 3rd and 7 or 8, much tougher against this Florida defense.
Jason Swain and Brett Smith both go wide to the right. Meacham, bottom of the screen. 3rd and 7. Florida brings 5. Ainge pumps, nobody open. Moves to his right. He's not that good a scrambler. He throws it away. He was outside the tackle box. It went beyond the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down.
Well, that's what he's been taught, and that was great coverage by that Florida secondary. When I watched Florida practice, I thought they were a bit vulnerable in the secondary. They don't have a lot of experience there, but boy, they've come on. Watching them play out here, they're very aggressive. They have a lot of confidence, and I think, you know, Ryan Smith coming to this team, the transfer from Utah, has really settled down this secondary. He knows the defense, and it's given that whole secondary a much calmer look.
James Wilhoit, only his 2nd field goal attempt of the year. It was Wilhoit who kicked a 50-yarder for the victory. 30-28 here 2 years ago. This one inside the left upright. In that game, Will Hoyt had missed an extra point to lead the score 28-27. But given a chance for an extra, he made the field goal, and he makes this one to cut the margin to 7-3. There's still time to play college fantasy football at CBS Sportsline. The game is free, and it's a whole new way to get into the action. Don't miss another week. Sign up for your team today at cbssportsline.com. (7-3). Will Hoyt will kick off.
Place that tee upside down, if you can see in that shot we had right there. A lot of kickers like to do that. Kickers are weird, but that's upside down kickoff. I don't know.
Yeah, one of the rules changes in the NCAA this year is to lower the kickoff tee from 2 inches to 1. Maybe this is the answer. A kicker's response.
Right.
Turn it upside down.
Maybe it's higher that way, right? Oh, he nailed it.
Well, whatever gets you through the night.
That's right. It's my theory.
That's a touchback. Well, the Volunteers coming out on defense. They lost one of their starters and inspirational leaders last week. Late in the game against Air Force Academy, this very, very serious collision involving Inky Johnson, the cornerback, as he left the field, urging the crowd on, hospitalized for a couple of days, but a serious injury. Whether or not he will ever play again remains a question. Here's Cornelius in motion. The handoff goes to Deshaun Wynn, number 21. Turk McBride, number 90, with the stop. And for more on Inky Johnson, let's go down to Tracy Wolfson.
Thanks, guys. I spoke with Tennessee's former orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Bill Yeomans, just before the game, and he said Johnson has severe nerve damage in his arm, and he still has no movement there at all. His prognosis is still unknown. What is known, though, is it will be a long road ahead. Back to you, guys.
Thank you, Tracy. Second down and 8, 7-3. Leak drills it. First down across the 30. And while we've got a moment, let's go back to our studio for a Liberty Mutual update. Here's Tim.
All right, Vern and Gary, thank you. Texas, Henry Melton is going to score on this 5-yard touchdown run. You know, over 100 yards for Selvin Young as well. Everybody could have a loss at the end of the year. A loss in September is easier to take than one in November, fellas. Back to you.
All right, Tim. Feisty Nightbirds not contending tonight. First down and 10 after the 12-yard gain. Leak flips it out left side. Caught by Deshaun Wynn, young man out of Cincinnati.
But does Chris Leak look comfortable out there? I know he threw a bad pass, and we all throw these bad passes, but he just looks like, you know, the second year in an offense, he's not trying to learn it. He's actually trying to perform it. And there's a big difference when you get out there. He just looks like, I know where they're coming from. I know where they're rushing. I know what I want to do with the ball.
Well, in personality and in demeanor, he's been a very quiet part of this football team. Of course, his brother CJ played here at Tennessee as a quarterback. Chris Leak heavily recruited by the Volunteers, and it was his perception of the treatment of CJ Leak that caused him ultimately to reject Tennessee and sign with Florida. That goes back to 2002. Chris Leak has been in this stadium many times. He's telling us earlier in the week he remembers vividly, Gary, watching Tennessee play Vanderbilt, winning it 41-0 in Peyton Manning's last game.
Well, when you watch Peyton Manning play, you remember that. That wouldn't be hard. You know, I like what Florida's doing here, though, Vern. They're not gaining a lot of yards running the ball, but they're not giving up on the run.
That is the end of the first quarter. Florida leads at 7-3. We'll return to Neyland Stadium after this message and a word from your local station.
Wait, here I come, you boys be ready, 'cause here I come.
Justin Harrell playing in his final game. Ruptured biceps tendon. He'll have surgery after this game and be out for the season. He's on defense. We begin the second quarter. Florida leads it. They look at a 3rd and 3 here. Rissler snaps it back to Leak. Lots of time. Flips it deep. It's caught across the 50 at the 48-yard line as the Florida Gators take this 7-3 lead, and that one caught by Percy Harvin, the freshman, and Gary Danielson. What Urban Meyer had in mind to win on the road seems to be working quite well.
It really has. They've spread the ball around. They haven't just looked for Dallas Baker. They've been balanced. Now, balanced doesn't mean it has to equal yardage. It has to let the defense know that you're equally willing to do different things, and that's exactly what Florida's done.
On 1st and 10, Leak awaits the snap of Rissler. They come left. It's Deshaun Wynn, who's been the workhorse, and a nice bit of running as he cuts inside the 35. That is a 14-yard gain.
Well, when you consider that this defense only gave up 4 plays all year that gained more than 20 yards, you can see how effective this offensive line is in rushing the ball. That's a good job. Fit right there, and a good job of reading those blocks and getting into the secondary, and that is a godsend to a quarterback in the spread offense. Here's that 2 tight end look again. 1 tight end, 2 tight ends. Right there, that's what produced the touchdown last time Florida got into that area.
Rushing yardage edge now, 53-5. This is Cornelius. And there's Leak. And let's take a look at Home Depot tools for success for Florida, Gary.
And the tools for success have been the running game, I believe. Chris Leak has made a big part of this. They've been able to do it a lot of different ways, including using the freshman Tim Tebow. And because of that, they were able to cross up that Tennessee defense, a bust on the play, and Leak puts it right there. He doesn't miss when he had a chance and produces the first touchdown of the game.
This Florida team lost on the road last year, big at Alabama. They lost 3 while traveling. Urban Meyer really wants to emphasize winning on the road. Here's Leak, right side. That one is caught by Cornelius. Jamel Cornelius.
And see, that's what drives you crazy, and that's what a spread offense loves. A spread offense wants to throw the ball short and make missed tackles on the play. This is just so simple. This is pitch and catch for a guy as good as Chris Leak. It's going to happen way up there, right underneath our SEC by CBS right there. We got a guy hidden, you throw it up, it's a little easy pitch and catch, missed tackle. That's what the key is.
And you got the curveball pitcher, and now you bring in
the fastball.
Here's Tim Tebow.
Had 2 turnovers last week. I expect another quarterback to run.
Tebow run all the way. And the 6'3", 229-pounder appears to have enough for the first down. Tim Tebow, highly recruited. We ran into him on his official visit at Alabama last year, but said he grew up wanting to play for the Gators and fulfilling a dream.
Urban Meyer told me a good story about Tebow's recruiting. He said he came down to the last day and he did not have any idea if he was going to come to Florida or not. He said, I stayed at the office all day. I said, heck with it, I'm going home. And I got a call from Tim Tebow about 10 minutes before he was supposed to announce. He said, I'm talking to him, and Tebow says, Coach, I got to ask you just one question. And Urban said his cell phone went dead. He did not get the question out, and he didn't know it till he found out an hour later which way he was going. Boy, it's a long hour, wasn't it?
Well, Tim Tebow, along with Matthew Stafford at Georgia, Mitch Mustain at Arkansas, 3 of the most highly recruited high school quarterbacks of a year ago. This is the 10th play of the drive. And Leak back into quarterback. Handoff, they go right. That was Deshaun Wynn again. Deshaun Wynn grew up in Cincinnati, but always wanted to play for Florida, recruited by Ron Zook, and he really has had some issues with his weight. with his
His
work
commitment.
ethic.
His commitment.
Yeah.
It's a lot of these players, and I think it happened on Tennessee last year. They think the end of the world is signing a scholarship at Tennessee and Florida, and then after that, it all becomes easy. We're just going to go play in the SEC championship. Found out in this league with a lot of good players, it ain't that easy anymore.
2nd down and 10. Contact? Yes.
Now that might be encroachment by the defense because Tennessee was in the neutral zone when the left guard moved on that play.
Marvin Mitchell is the man who came across.
You're going to see coming in here right there. Mitchell's going to come. Now watch. Jim Tart moves just as it comes in. And
Dead ball, false start, number 63 offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
well, you can see it. If Urban had my telestrator, he'd even be more mad than he is right
Yes. Jim Tart. I always. Urban Meyer really furious at the call.
now. I'm surprised. I mean, that was the defender really caused that movement right there. That's a big break. Now Tennessee must take advantage of it. The worst they can give up right here is 3 points. Their defense needs to handle this adversity early in the game.
Play clock at 1. Timeout. And just as an aside, illegal procedure is not reviewable upstairs. Time call. (7-3) in the 2nd quarter. Let's quickly check in with Tracy Wolfson.
Thanks, guys. Florida star freshman Percy Harvin is on the training table. He was getting his left ankle taped. He tried to run on it. I was told he's going to try and go back into the game, but it's still something to keep an eye on.
All right, 1 run thus far, Tracy, and that was for 13 yards. Here is Chris Leak. It's 2nd down and 15. Tennessee brings just 4. Leak with good protection. Fires it in the middle, and it is bobbled and dropped at the 2-yard line. Andre Bubba Caldwell, who in this game last year suffered a broken leg on a kickoff return and missed the rest of the year.
Yeah, Demetrius Morley that time did a great job. Their outstanding true sophomore, number 20, comes right across and picks off that play. The ball, again, hung just a bit. Inside, Justin Harrell, who has played a lot in this football game. Even though he's playing one hand, he's really playing most of the football game, and that's what you got to do. Hassle the quarterback. A little bit after every throw, put him on the ground.
3rd and 15. Blitz. Leak down. Kirk McBride.
That is a funny call by Florida. 3rd and very long, and they end up getting sacked and taking it out of field goal range. You can see it, Chris Leak right there. Nobody open to throw to. I thought for sure they were going to throw something short or run it up and try to kick a field goal. Justin Harrell playing with one arm, puts the pressure on and forces Leak not to throw the ball. I thought that was a curious call, and now it's a 51-yard field goal. Points are so important when you're heavyweights.
And this is Chris Hetland's first attempt of the year. He kicked 3 of 3 last year in the win over Tennessee and helped earn a scholarship. This one, no.
Right at the limit. That was a long kick. You don't expect to make those.
CBS Sports coverage of the Home Depot SEC will continue after this word from your local station. What the SEC is every
That just
year.
makes me exactly. This year especially, and as you mentioned, those new quarterbacks coming to the league, it's going to be like that for the next 3 or 4 years at least.
Now that is exciting. Mustang and Arkansas won today. Stafford and Georgia won today. They're 3-0. They get Colorado next week. Here's Ainge out to the left. That's a quick flip. It's a pleasure to do this. It's time now for the trivia question of the day. Filmer, Cutcliffe, and Chavis are 47-5 as head coach and coordinators. 3 of the losses were against Florida. Who were the other 2 losses against? Now, you got to wait.
Wait.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Oh, you don't?
No, I just got here. You got to ask me a future question.
Oh, dear. The 3 of them were 95.
You know, when you go 47-5, who cares?
Yeah, that's right. There's John Chavis, associate head coach.
You know who does? Volunteer fans. That's who cares.
And David Cutcliffe. Still a mystery to me why he was let go at Ole Miss, but that's a story for another day.
They might be second guessing that themselves right now.
3rd and 5. Here's Ainge. Got it. Brett Smith hauled down at the 50-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Tennessee. 11-yard gain.
Match up against Tremaine McCullum, number 18. They call it a choice route. You'll come in, you'll freeze, and then you come back out of it. Boy, they practice that all day at the practice field. Great timing, and you can see what Eric Ainge is doing now. He's on his toes, and he's delivering that ball with authority, not throwing that ball up in the air. You cannot lob the ball in this league. I've seen it done sometimes in college football, but not in the SEC. You can't lob the ball.
See the overwhelming time of possession. It's a first down Tennessee here. Florida leading 7-3. Here's the reverse. And they set up the pass. Oh, they've got a man wide open. Lucas Taylor in the corner. Touchdown. There's a flag. Taylor to Coker for 6. But let's see.
That was on Florida, and it was the perfect call. You got an aggressive defense, and they gimmicked it. You fake the ball to the tailback. The wide receiver throws the ball to the tailback.
12 throws it to 22. It's Lucas Taylor to the redshirt freshman LaMarcus Coker.
And Lucas Taylor was a high school quarterback. That's a pretty smart drawn-up play, isn't it? That's the call I was looking for from Florida.
Roughing the passer. Declined, of course, and for the 10th point, James Wilhoit. Taylor to Coker. Look at it again.
Here's how it's going to happen. You're going to fake the ball to this guy right here. Going down the sideline. Running back comes out. But watch Eric Ainge. Watch what he does. He says he's wide open. Throw him the football. When you get help like that, it's easy for the wide receiver to say, I can find the guy. Just as he let it go, this was the flag. A late hit on the wide receiver quarterback. When you get a number 12, they protect you.
LaMarcus Coker had to back up, but he got it, and he scored.
Toyota presents Heroes of the Fall.
In 2004 against Florida, ended up missing an extra point with about 3 minutes left. I just told myself, until this game's over with, keep your head in the game. Just, stay in it and know that, if you get another opportunity, I'm not going to let it pass me by. Ended up having a 50-yarder from the right hash with about 13 seconds left in the game.
Hold is good. It's got enough distance. He nailed it.
I've never seen anything like that in my life, and I ended up experiencing, in a matter of 10 minutes, going from the lowest of lows to the highest of highs.
Talk about redemption.
Toyota, moving forward.
Things have gotten noisy here at Neyland Stadium. 48-yard end-around pass from Taylor to Coker will do that sort of thing.
Well, because of the field position on the missed field goal, it allowed David Cutcliffe to open the whole playbook on that drive. Once he got it out to midfield, he had a trick play. He was waiting to use it, and he used it at the right time.
Well, you saw it took all of 94 seconds. Coker caught it, and the 15-yard roughing the passer call assessed on the kickoff. So Will Hoyt will kick from the 50, and I'm thinking back to that wasted opportunity by Florida, Gary. They had a 13-play drive for 7 minutes and 45 seconds and got nada.
You got it, Vern. That's exactly. That changed the game a little bit. I mean, right now, Tennessee said, we stopped him, it's our ball.
Will Hoyt. This will be returned from a yard into the end zone.
That was a mistake.
Yes, it was.
You can return it from a yard in the end zone when you kick the ball off in the normal spot. But when you kick it off from the 50, those cover guys are going to get down there too quick. Should have taken a knee in the end zone. You can see it. They could have gone down and taken a knee on the play and got it at the 20. That allowed that speed to get down there from the 50. Hey, it's a big-time game. I understand that. Things are happening fast. But some of these decisions are allowing these great athletes to put the offenses in tough positions.
That's the second mistake we've seen, a mental error in the kicking game. Recall that Austin Rogers of Tennessee fair caught a punt in roughly this same spot. That was Brandon James, and the tackle made by Quentin Hancock. Oh, baby! Robert Ayers, number 91, nearly beheaded Jamel Cornelius.
Got that cast taken off his left hand. He just explodes upfield right there. Gets the play and takes, as you said, almost the head off of the player. Whoa.
Second and 16 at the 2.
That was it, running against an air block, too, that time.
Here's where that silent cadence will come in. See how effective it is from the 2-yard line. Play fake. How about this? But Wade is back there and almost picked it off. He never, ever was fooled.
No, it was almost a little obvious that time. Wade was not going to fall for the stutter from Dallas Baker that time. Florida tried to go for the big play, and Wade says, listen, you know, I'll give you 7 yards, but I ain't giving you a 99 touchdown. Bert Lundquist will know my name right away.
Chris Leak looks over at the Florida bench. 3rd and 16 at the 2.
Florida needs about 4 or 5 yards just for a good punt here.
Tennessee brings 4. They stunt. Pre-snap penalty. Flag thrown by the line judge on this side before the snap was made.
Tell you, look at Chris Leak's face, though. He does not look flustered. He's been in his big games before. He looks very calm, and he has to portray that now.
Dead ball. False start on the tight end. Half the distance to the goal remains 3rd down.
Now half the distance is 1 yard.
Yeah, well, still not a good penalty, but right now, the rest of the guys in the huddle are looking at Chris Leak to see if he has any panic in his face, and he does not.
From the spread at the 1. Motion. And the handoff. Wynn bounces it to the outside. They got exactly what you said they needed.
That was a big play. That's a little disappointing for right now for John Chavis, defensive coordinator for Tennessee. There's times when a defense can put points on the board, and right then a good stop would have been able to force Florida to punt out of their own end zone. You almost get